stuck in things a lot. I'm the embodiment of like the stepsis joke, but like in a really painful way. Oh, this. Okay, story time while we play. This is, okay, I got owned a horror story chair. This is the story, of how, this is actually kind of embarrassing. This is a story of how I got an acute fear of a certain type of chair, and how I no longer trust certain types of chairs. If people I know ever see this, I've just doxed myself, but it's fine because, you know, it's funny. Oh, my crunchy is not nice. So it was like 8th grade or 9th grade, I think. 8th grade. I was in a class. We were messing around with my friends. We weren't in our actual classroom. We were such good kids, in quotation marks.
Yeah, right.
That, okay, buddy, I graduated. Shut up.
Oh, we're bringing this up again. Wow. That's our only defense.
Yeah, literally it is. But we were allowed to go into another room because all the other kids are annoying. I can't remember what class we were in, but we were organizing something. We were setting up something for an assignment, and we were allowed to go into another room to do it because the other kids are icky. Now, there was a certain kind of chair in said room. It's like one of those, like, you know those stilt ones where they kind of go up in, like, almost a pyramid shape, and they'll have, like, the, like, footrests along the bottom of them? Kind of like the ones you see in those science classrooms. Yeah. It was those kinds of ones, except, like, older. Like, the really old ones, and they have, like, the flat seat, and it, like, kind of got the butt, like, mold in it, and it dips up in the thing. No. It gets no worse than that. Now, these were quite wide, right? Like, the gaps between, like, each post. And I had friends who are a lot more flexible and smaller than I was. I swear I can hear footsteps. Okay. They're a lot smaller than I was. I have always been on the taller side. I'm, like, I think it's like 166 centimeters. Like, I'm not tall, but I'm not short. Voidsy, if you say anything, I'm muting you. Shut up! They're all smaller than me, and I mean, like, some of my friends were, like, 5 foot or smaller. I had friends like that. Anyway, so they were significantly smaller than me. And they could, like, fit themselves through the chair, right? They could crawl through it, like the little gaps. I was like, yeah, I could do that. Because I have a habit of trying to, like... Also, I don't know why I crawl through things as well as fit through things. I once fit through a dog door. And I was like, yeah, I can fit through anything. Shh. Shush. I fit through a dog door before, right? I've crawled through one. So I was like, yeah, I can fit through this. This is being a dog door. It got stuck on my hips and my thighs and I couldn't get through. Did you just hear that crunch? Is that you walking?
No.
I'm gonna back up a little bit. I got stuck on the chair when I tried to crawl through on my hips and my thighs. And we couldn't get it off me. And I mean, like, they would, like, have me on the floor, grab the chair, have their foot, like, on my back or my butt and pull, and they still couldn't get it off. I had myself firmly jammed halfway through a chair. And the worst part is, my best friend, she was there at this time, she still has, like, the photos and videos of it. I was stuck in a chair for, like, 40, 50 minutes, and we couldn't get off. At one point, the teacher comes in to check on us, and they've had to, like, lay me down to the chairs behind me, sit in front of me and on me to cover the fact that I was stuck in the chair because it's really embarrassing. So yeah, that was how that went. And, like, I could not get out. We tried lots of different things to get out, and Freddy! And we just couldn't get me out of said chair. And then after a while, I think I had to, like, do this weird, like, kind of squat and hold myself on a desk while they pulled, like, downwards. We finally got it off. Until, like, 10 minutes later where I kind of was, like, sitting on the edge of it because it was sideways on the floor. And then I fell backwards and landed and got myself stuck again. I got myself stuck in the chair again!
Fuck!
And we couldn't get me back out again!
That accident prone, oh my god.
Okay, first time it was technically accidentally on purpose, but not the getting stuck part. But yeah, I fell back into it, And it was like, you know when you see those people who like fall into like bins or like circular objects and how they're like kind of like knees to chest? It was like that this time. So like I had no room to move. And you know how goblins and like gremlins actually walk? That's how I walked both times, because I got stuck horizontally once and then I got stuck vertically the other time. So like I was forced to be a hunchback for majority of that lesson. And when we finally got it off me, we looked at like where it got stuck and I was so bruised. And I have a red mark on my back from them standing on me trying to pull this freaking chair off of me. So that's why I have an acute fear of those. Yeah, probably, but like it's more embarrassing having to tell a teacher, hey, I'm stuck in this chair, what do I do? I don't want to have to explain how we got to crawling through, like, it's because I was trying to crawl through multiple chairs and we had to pull the front ones off. I managed to get out of those ones because like I could like move my shoulders enough.
Yeah. Hey Spoofie, you know like the kids playground like swings?
No,
like
yeah.
Yeah. Never get in one of those, because I know you're gonna get stuck.
I have gotten stuck in those before!
Oh.
I have! It was when I was older too, because I wasn't the kid that sat in it. Like, one of my siblings was not allowed to be on those open, like the normal seated ones that anyone else can go on, because they just fall right off. And I was like, it's not fair. I never got a turn in like the fucking like nappy one, and I wanted a turn. And my dad had to try and pull me off, like out, like lift me up, and it just went with me, and they still couldn't get it off me. And so they had to like rip it downwards off of my legs to try and get me out of it. And I had red marks all over my legs. And
Really need to stop.
I get stuck in things a lot. I'm the embodiment of like the stepsis joke, but like in a really painful way. But the worst part is, one time wasn't enough getting stuck in those swings. It happened multiple times. Even as I was like 16, 17 years old, it had happened also.
Why the fuck would you... Oh.
Okay, to be fair, when I was older, when I was at the 16, 17 age, it's because I was standing on it and then slipped and fell into it. And so I'd lie on the floor while people would try and like pull it off me while I had my legs in the air. Yeah, it was a whole thing. Anyway, that's my horror story. It's not really a horror story, but that's my horror story. I could have told you how we tried to summon demons when I was like 11 years old. Or how we'd watch horror movies, how we'd like watch like intense, like super scary horror movies and then go walking through woods. I could have told you about that, but I feel like the chair just is more fitting. And now that I think about it, I would have rather told you about summoning demons at the ripe age of like 11 years old than me getting stuck in a chair. Okay, moving on.
Do a satanic summoning.
I've done several when I was little. My friends and I had a session with demons and we're like, what ones can we summon? We did make them go away. But we're like, what ones are there? So we tried summoning demons when we were little. It didn't work, but